Your class in here. It's day 19 of our 21-day core and booty challenge. Today we have 7-minute booty workout. All you're going to need is a dumbbell for this one. I would suggest maybe two different ones, a lighter one and then maybe a little bit heavier one, or a medium one will do the trick as well. All right, so we got 7 minutes. We have four moves, making sure. We're going to do a narrow squat to a forward reverse lunge. We have 6 of those on each side. So ready? Let's go ahead and grab that dumbbell. And if you want, we're going to go ahead and hold the dumbbell at our chest, but you don't need it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a squat, and then forward lunge with our right, reverse lunge with our right. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this 6 times. That was 1. So we have 6 of these on each leg. So it's kind of like a pendulum lunge, and you can go right back to a reverse lunge. I just lack a little bit of space to go fully into my reverse lunge. I think, maybe I don't. Just don't want to run into anything. So make sure when you do these, you have enough space so you don't step on anything or roll an ankle when you go backwards. So I have got the timer set, and we're just going to go through this as many rounds as we can in those 7 minutes. Good, other side now. So our squats, left side forward to reverse. So this can be done as a standalone workout as well, as all of these can. So if you've been doing the challenge, these can be standalone workouts. You can pair them together. So maybe you want to do the core, the 7-minute core and the 7-minute booty day on the same day. Totally can. So mix and match going forward how you see fit. Maybe there's one you really, really like. Just keep doing that. Last one. Good. Whew. Now we got a squat hold to a press to a stand with our dumbbell. So we're going to go ahead and squat hold, press out, pull in, stand up. So if you don't have a dumbbell, you can always use a soup can, maybe a book, just something you have around the house, laundry detergent, whatever works for you. But this should not feel bad in the low back. If you feel it in the low back, it's a little bit too heavy of a weight. We got 3 more. We have 10 of these. And then we're going to do a lateral goblet squat walk. So we're going to keep our dumbbell. Good. Now, keeping that dumbbell, you're going to go ahead and squat, step to the right 2 steps. So 1, 2, back to the left for 2. All right, and that was 2 reps. We have 10 of these total. So that was 3 and 4. So if you have a yoga mat, you should be doing this about the width of your yoga mat, or just 2 steps, whatever direction, however much space you have in your house, or park, wherever you're doing this. And 10 for me, down to your forearms. We have fire hydrant to a straight leg kick from our forearms. So we're going to be kind of in a modified plankish here. Right leg goes out, right leg kicks up. So it's out and up. So down on the forearms, you're going to activate a little bit more through the glutes when you do this one. If it's too much on the forearms, you can always go up onto the hands. So if it doesn't feel great, go ahead and go to the hands. We got 8. We're going to do 10 of these each side, 1 more on this side. Good, other side. And each side is going to feel different because range of motion, injuries, all of that play a factor into what that hip looks like when it opens to the fire hydrants. Stabilization of the opposite side. Last 3. 2. Last 1. Very good. Standing on up. Back to that first move, halfway through with time. We got our squat to our forward to reverse lunge. So we're going to be super close to getting through this twice, which would be great. We'll see. So if you want to go through it twice, if our timer rings before we do, you can always take a little extra time to finish. Maybe you want to do it 3 times. You can totally do that too. So I always like to give these workouts, cater them to you. Cater them to what feels best in your body and how many times feel good. So maybe you're done after 1 round. That's awesome too. Just getting in work. Because I know everyone's coming to working out and fitness from a different level and experience. other side. So there's never a one size fits all. Plus, I'm a big fan of working out if you're a female and you are still menstruating, to work out with your cycle, because we have different energy ebbs and flows throughout the month. So with that, some days you're gonna have more energy, some days you're gonna have less. And depending on what phase you are in, we got one more, will dictate that. So, and done, squat hold to that press. So when I talk about that, maybe on your low energy days, you get through one of these shorter workouts and that's it. But maybe when you're in your ovulation phase, you really have a lot of energy, you can get through maybe 4 of these. So you'll be able to really plug in if you pay attention to that. And day 1 is the day that you bleed. So the first day that you bleed. 2 more. Sorry to all the men who might be watching. 1 more. And done. Side steps, lateral, walk for 2. But it is so important, and women's bodies are different than men's. And so I'm doing a lot of research and reading into that and truly understanding hormonal health, and it's fascinating. Fascinating. I won't get into it on this video, but it's a little taste. Maybe I'll record a talking head one. 1 more, and 1 more back. And down to the floor. Fire hydrants, where you can I'll get a little bit more in depth. So if anyone is intrigued, maybe I'll do that. I've also done a podcast about it, but I've done a lot more research since I've done that podcast episode. So I know a little bit more helpful tips. 1 more. Other side. Plus I've been experimenting myself and how it works, so I can speak from personal experience as well. Halfway. 9, 1 more. Woo! And we are done because the timer is going to ding in 2 seconds. So great work, everyone. We have 2 days left of this challenge, so keep it coming, and I'll see you tomorrow.